Welcome. In this video, we'll cover how to set up global archive mapping in the Domain Mapping System plugin. First, we'll discuss when and why you would use this feature, and then in the second half, we'll look at the steps to follow. There are chapter markers in the video, so please feel free to skip ahead to any section. Why use global archive mapping? Enabling this feature allows you to assign a unique domain to a specific category archive, or any other taxonomy archives like tags or custom taxonomies as well. You would use this feature if you want to have a category of posts that you want accessible from a unique domain and want to save time by avoiding the need to map each post in that category individually. For example, imagine if your main site is mydomain.com and you write a lot of blog posts on the topic of food recipes. You may want to use a separate domain called myrecipedomain.com and automatically map any blog post with the category recipes to have them be accessible from myrecipedomain.com. Enabling global archive mapping. Now let's look at the process of setting up global archive mapping. For this example, I'll use the site Domain Mapping System Video.xyz and set up global archive mapping for the domain Mapping System.store. I will use the category of t-shirts for my posts. The end result is that when I visit Domain Mapping System.store, I will see the t-shirt category archive page. Step 1. If you have not done so already, configure your DNS and domain alias. A link to these instructions can be found in the description or by clicking the link displaying in the upper right corner of the video now. Step 2. Ensure that you have your category or taxonomy set up and you have at least one post assigned to the category. As you can see here, I have my category t-shirt and I have multiple posts categorized with t-shirt. Step 3. In the admin menu, click on Domain Mapping. Step 4. Add a domain mapping entry. First, add the domain you want to map to. In this case, I'm using Domain Mapping System.store. Enter your cursor in the Select the Published Content to Map for this domain field and allow it to display a list of options. Select your category from the Blog Category section. Click Save. In the Additional Options section, enable the Global Archive Mapping option and click Save. Now open a new tab or window and visit your domain. In my case, when I visit domainmappingsystem.store, I see the archive page for t-shirts. Now, if you don't get the expected results, review this guide and ensure no steps were missed. If issues persist, consult our documentation or troubleshooting guide linked in the description below. That's it. Setting global archive mapping with the Domain Mapping System plugin is that simple.